Hi guys, it's Wade here with your Thursday Spot on Pagan Perspective, and this week's topic I'm actually really excited to talk about because it's something I can really talk to you about. We're talking about Laurie Cabot now. For those of you who don't know, she claims to be the official Witch of Salem, and supposedly not many people this week on the channel know about Laurie. Now, Laurie has been quite a controversial figure within the witch world, almost as much as Silver Ravenwolf. I have two completely different opinions of the two, with the latter being more positive. But that said, I originally discovered who Laurie was on a programme. I think it was Stephen Fry Travels America or whatever it was. I think it was, I'm not completely sure. And it was an episode which talked about witches, and there was Laurie Cabot. And if it was Stephen Fry, basically he discussed it with her or whoever the presenter was, about Wicca. And I remember thinking, oh, she looks quite cool. I was actually waiting to go back. Me and my friend had come back because we were practicing Wicca, obviously, at the time. I think I was 2 years in. Actually, no, I wasn't. I was about 4 years in. Anyway, I'd been teaching my friend about Wicca, and I was like, there's this cool thing on TV. I watched this programme. And we were like, oh, she's quite cool. She's cool. But at that stage, I was in the, oh, that's a cool look stage. So I was kind of like, she looks cool, so she must be cool. But I think I remember coming away after watching that and thinking, she looks cool, but I don't particularly like her. No offence to Laurie at all. That was just my initial opinion from that episode. I think the presenter, from what I remember, the presenter gave a pretty normal, positive view on it. And I just remember coming away thinking, I'm glad I haven't got that life in a weird way. It kind of felt to me, now, no offence to anybody out there, I'm just speaking my opinions. It came across to me wholeheartedly that it all seemed a little too commercial. Now, last week I said something about a product Pagan, which I meant to do a video on this week, but I just haven't had the time, so I think I'll just sum it up on this video. Basically, a product Pagan is somebody that seeks out success within a community, YouTube community, the sales commercial community within witchcraft, in an effort to eventually make money from it. Now, you'll see that with a lot of high profile YouTubers. There are people who are now suddenly switching their view off from, I'm never going to do it to make money, into, yeah, well, why don't you buy my this, and I've also done this and this. And you know what, I understand that's totally fine if people are paying for your time, and it's also an interest of yours, but I think there's a fine line between hard graft and hard faking, and I just kind of feel that, I mean, what Laurie's doing, she's grafting for her work. That is her job. She's created up this business, this image for herself. That way, and I understand. And I think in respect of Laurie compared to the YouTube community, I actually have more respect for Laurie, simply because Laurie's gone out of her whole entire life to create this business for herself. Now, I don't agree with the fact that she applied to the mayor herself of Salem to ask to be called the official Witch of Salem. I don't agree with a lot of things she says. For example, where she goes off this spout in one of her videos about how Wicca with an A means male and where Wicca with an E means female, and there's no such thing as a Wiccan because this is how it was, when actually nobody really knows the hard evidence as to where either of the names come from, and it's all presumed. So I think for a high profile figure to give opinions and give words out like that, without any strong references or any actual realisation as to where that came from, it's just an assumption, is bad for the community. It's a bad role model for the community. Not saying that she's a bad person at all. What I'm saying is some of the things that she said in videos have come across as opinion as opposed to fact, which is wrong for the growth of the community. I like the fact that she's very open with what she does. She writes books. I've never read one of her books because I don't personally have an interest in her witchcraft, because initially when I first watched the videos, which was about 2 or 3, maybe even 4 years ago, she talked about, I remember watching a response to one of her videos, which was harsh, and could have been handled a different way, but it was about talking about the things that she said, and I didn't agree with them at the time. I actually thought, oh well, what kind of a person is she? I think the thing is, there's a lot of people within the community that see this as a form of income, but on top of that, they see it as a form of fame. Um, and I have no reservations in saying that that is probably 70% of the YouTube community at the moment. This isn't currently a place that I enjoy communing with too many people, because a lot of them are really, really fake. I know I'm saying this on a video because I want you to understand my opinions of pagans are represented in the media, and also how we're representing ourselves. We're all hiding behind things to try and get out to the world our opinions, but why are we hiding behind names, behind screens, to evolve a faith that's never going to evolve if we're always keeping ourselves inside this kind of this ball, this community? So what I suggest, I understand that people are teaching on YouTube and helping people, but I do understand that there is probably now a billion teachers teaching exactly the same thing with rates from free up to about £300 a term, which is stupid. Fair enough, if people want to do that, that's absolutely fine, but at the end of the day, my personal opinion, I think it's a bit embarrassing for people who feel the need to that they can only make a living off their beliefs. I just personally think I don't agree with it at all, and I'm glad we've had this video because I want to be able to give opinions, and I kind of feel like it's been stale. My YouTube channel has just been completely stale for the past few months, because all that people seem to do nowadays is do how-to videos of things that have been how-to'd about 100 million times on YouTube. I mean, I don't need to know what Samhain is by every single one of my subscribers. So I suppose I see people come and go from YouTube, and I think I understand why people, high profile people who haven't made any profit from YouTube, have come and gone, because it does get boring sometimes, because a lot of people are literally are not debating anything. I want to have conversations with people about life, debates. At the moment, there's a lot of people who are looking at paganism as a fame thing. It's a celebrity thing within the pagan world, because it's such a small closeted world. It's kind of like a name you pass on, and I don't like that at all. I really don't. So I know this video was a little bit different for usual, but my opinion on Laurie Cabot is she does what she does and she's good at it. I don't agree with commercialism, and a lot of people don't, but then again, that's her business. I agree that her business is maybe overpriced at times, but that's the way of her income, and that's the way she lives her life. Do I think I would live my life like that? No, if I had the choice. But do I think she looks cool? Yeah. But do I agree with it? I don't think I can really have an opinion on her as a person. I know I've come across really negative towards her, but ultimately my opinions can't influence someone I don't know. I can say what I feel when I see her and what I know about her, but I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what, I really don't like Laurie Cabot, because she has done some amazing things for the community, and she has put in to speaking out, and regardless of what people say about her, trying to be fame hungry and attention at the end of the day, she's actually made an effort to make a change, whereas a lot of people on here particularly just sit there and blurt things out that they've been told probably 100 times, and then use money to make it into a business. You know what, it just phases me. There's a lot of things at the moment that are happening within this community that I'm just like, what? It's just backtracking, but yeah, I hope you're all having a fantastic week, and I hope to see comments, whether you agree, whether you don't agree. We're all open to opinion, and I hope I didn't come over offensive, because honest to God, I don't have negative feelings, I just have opinions. So yeah, I hope you're all having a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week on the Pagan Perspective. Let's be. Peace out.